Hey guys, this is Pam. I'm going to start off. I might be on here a little bit longer than I'm usually on, but I've gotten something really important to talk to you about. So I'm going to start out with this question. Well, a couple of questions, okay? How can you use digital distancing to your advantage? That's one question. And then what dry bones will come to life for you in this season, right? So I'm going to start with you, talk with you through some things because there was something I saw on a video that just kind of disturbed me. So I want to kind of talk to it. So I saw a video entitled MLMs, that's multi-level marketing, using situations to take advantage or something to that effect. Okay. Now, this is absolutely the time to share what we know, those of us who are in the business of growth and wealth mindset. Nothing I share is about putting fear where fear already exists because of the global situation we find ourselves. Okay. What I can tell you is this: my upline, they're speaking to the sustainability of Young Living, that's Young Living Essential Oils. Their check has not stopped. And my personal testimony, the check has not ever not shown up into my account. Now, if you don't know what check I'm talking about the check from Young Living. Okay. And I am still working full time. I'm building in uncertain times whether this virus had shown up or not. If you ask anyone who understands this biz model, well, let me be more specific. Anyone doing Young Living as a business, there's no obligation to do this as a business, right? But here's the business model in a nutshell. Very simple. Point number one. Someone shared with you how Young Living products has helped them either by word of mouth, social media posts, or any other way you saw or heard their testimony. Point number two, you were interested in what they said and made a comment where that person reached out to you to see if they could help you, and you told them that you needed the product. So the Young Living member proceeded to tell you how you could obtain your membership to order what you needed for the next time. Because once you encounter oils and oil infused products and use them, you will want to keep using them and then share. Asking that person that invited you to get your membership to help you teach a class so you can make sure that the ones that you love are served. We're no different than any other company that does product education. I mean, it's just a simple point, right? And point number three, if you choose to turn your Young Living use of their products into a business, that is totally up to you. Again, no one is going to try to turn you into a business builder. Okay. Point number four, at the end of the day, Young Living wants every home to house their products and that turnover or said products to be a huge success. Why? That means the products are being used. That their people is what residual income is. Continually to get paid after the work is done. That simply being you educate, you enroll, and then you duplicate, right? If you can do that to set yourself up financially to weather any storm with your peace of mind intact, because it's really all about where we are and having a peace of mind at the end of the day. Point number five, my close. Is this crisis a good time to introduce you to a different thought process, a frame of mind you have not considered while giving hope to some of the hopeless in this could be economic downturn? Absolutely. It is your decision what you do with the information presented here. Here's my ask though. This may not be for you, but don't make that decision and choice for someone else. If you know someone who could use an alternative or a supplement to what they are currently doing to combat their health challenges, or someone who could use a different outlook on how they can or will be able to support themselves and their family, put them in touch with me and let me speak the life back into them to give them a message of hope and how an MLM, multiple level marketing, can be a way to share growth that turns into praise to God that someone came with an answer. Now, let me say this to you. Like I said, I have been preparing in this time way before we got to this situation, and I'm still working full time with the hope of being able to turn this into a full time gig, a full time career, and be able to drop that 9 to 5. So this is how I want to make it very practical to you and how and what it looks like, right? So what have I been doing? What's my prep time look like, right? So I've been creating ebooks because along with doing Young Living, I am also an author and a speaker. I have written 3 books. I'm working on my 5th ebook. I have created a social media platform, right? And so as we're walking through this social distancing where we have to now change how we're actually interacting with people, I am actually setting myself up to succeed. Why? Because where other people are having to figure out how to, let's just say simply a church service, how to get on there to view their church service, those of us who have already been preparing, who have already been setting things in place, don't have that worry. And all I'm trying to tell you is educate yourself, learn how to use the tools that are presented before you. And in this time of uncertainty, you have the ability to stand in the gap for somebody else. Why? Because I just got off a Zoom call, trying to make sure that we keep our young people encouraged because I'm a mentor. And it's so phenomenal that we have that reach, that we can't physically, touch them and can't physically be in their presence, but we can still keep them up, encouraged and motivated because that's what is going to sustain us all, right? So as I said, I'm a speaker as well. So what I've been doing is creating videos and coming on here and making sure I go live and talk to people because that is a tool that you can use to build. Whether we had an economic, situation, which we all are sitting in. Currently, I am still working. But there are so many people that are not. So, is this a time to open people up to a different kind of mindset? Absolutely. Because we all need to know that in order to sustain, people are going to have jobs. They're going to have, opportunities. And you know what? With those doors closing, the sad reality is, some companies will realize that they were able to function with less people, or just won't have the revenue to jump back into that place where they can hire, those people back. So this is a great opportunity to introduce people to some another thought process. And a couple of more things that I've been doing to prepare myself. Building online, you know what I'm saying? Doing what I'm doing right now. Of course, prepping. I'm also in the mindset, and here's another little key piece. I'm also looking into the stock market and how it works because I was just looking at my 401k the other day and got totally blown away because it had dropped so tremendously. I called in a friend and I said, "Hey, what do I need to do here? What?" Because I mean, here's the thing. I know we understand that there's this fluctuation in the market, and if you don't know, if you do have a 401k, I'm not advising you to just keep a check on it, but you might want to check in with it and see where you are. Get the tools, get the knowledge of what you need to do in this time. And what I personally did, from taking her advice, was just kind of stop the bleeding. Made sure that I put it in a safer funds, and made sure that when the time comes back, when the economy, boosts up and that kind of thing, that I could jump back in and do what I was doing. But you have to make yourself aware. You have to be prepared. You cannot sit in a place and just be letting fear just consume you. Do something with the fear. Use the fear as a tool. Let the fear fuel you to jump out here, learn something you hadn't learned, force yourself to get into the game now. Because I'm trying to tell you, don't wait till all of this is over and then try to decide what needs to happen. Because you know what? I'm sorry, you're going to be left behind. And That is a scary place to be in, because I'm making a promise to myself to get out here and just continue to hustle, just continue to share. Whether people want to jump on or get on board, that's a choice they will have to make. But you know what, I am compelled to tell you that this is the time to change your mindset. Look at some of the things that you have not been looking at. Dive into Google, right? And Bing and YouTube are your best friends. They will teach you how to do those things you don't know how to do. How do you think I've built a website? How do you think I have learned how to make my YouTube page look like everybody else's YouTube page and make those buttons on it function? I put in, hey, how do you do so and so and so and so, and it showed me. I'm encouraging you, learn how to use a Zoom call, learn how to use Messenger to actually facilitate whatever it is that you need to facilitate. You know what? And I was also reading something about the currency, you know, and how all of that's going to change. And so I'm telling you, people, make yourself aware. Don't sit around here. And this is just like a funny little piece. Don't sit around here and worry about toilet paper, right? Because you know what? I'm gonna try to tell you, because I was on a Zoom call with an upline, and she had ordered some tissue paper and was just so excited that it had come in. So I'm trying to tell you, even if you can't get it at the store, my God, you can order this stuff online. And I know people are still worried about, well, what about, it could be contaminated. Well, the stuff you pick up at the store could be contaminated. So I'm trying to tell you, don't be stressing out over this small stuff. What I'm telling you is broaden your horizon, open your mind up, see what's out there, use it. Create a business. TD Jakes talks about we all need 5 streams of income. I'm telling you, this is the time to get excited. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited because your girl, I'm telling you, big things are coming down the pipeline in 2020. I understand that some people are like, oh my God, she's just absolutely crazy. And maybe I have lost my mind. But you know what? I'm losing my mind to the point of I'm going to build something. At the end of this thing, I'm gonna have something, okay? And I'm just trusting God, because He knew we would be here before we got here, right? I'm not saying that we didn't kind of put our own selves in this position. And what I mean by that is, you can't keep trying to throw God out of everything and expect Him to be excited about that, okay? But so that is my message for this evening. It didn't take as long as I thought, but I hope that you're encouraged. I hope if you have questions, reach out to your girl. Now, I'm not no techie person. I'm not no guru and all this kind of stuff. But let me tell you what, I am determined to learn how to do what it is I don't know. Right? I ain't going to be outdone. If I see somebody else doing it and I think, oh my God, I could use that for my platform, I learn about it. I research it. I listen to what other people are doing. Okay? This is how we win, guys. This is how we're not going to be left behind. Don't put yourself in a position at the end of this thing that you are more behind the 8 ball than in front of it. Because you know what? I forgot this point. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this. We're looking at the government trying to help bail out people in this situation. We know they did it in 2008. Of course, this is a whole different kind of situation. But you know what? That temporary check is just for a short time stabilizer. But will it stabilize you over the long haul? No. Because here's what I'm trying to say is, if you lose your job, what is that going to do for you in the long haul? Right? You got to look at healthcare. I mean, we're talking about the system is strained, and we understand that healthcare is a big, huge business. So if they are strained, what does that look like for you? Right? So I'm encouraging you to really look at your financial situation, where you want to be, where you're trying to get to, and then make a decision about how to get yourself there. So, hey guys, this is PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor. And as always, 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 I want you to what? Be blessed. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your Friday. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.